Hi, come on in. Come on. Yeah, I'm all by myself today, right? Aw. Well, that's okay because for those of you that are a fan of the mama, she'll be back on Sunday. And if she's willing, I did save a small order for her, maybe 9 items or so, for her to help me because she really enjoyed it. She had a blast doing it. She's kind of funny. Funny in a good way. Anyway, welcome back to those of you who have been here before. For those of you that are new, hello. My name is Connie, and you have just entered Connie's Little Corner. Today, I have a Temu haul for you. It's not very, very big, but this is a sponsored haul. So I do want to thank Temu for letting me purchase this on their dime. How did I do that? Thanks to you. Those of you that are new, when you use my link down below to download the app, three things happen. Timo will give you 30% off at checkout if you use my code right up here, AFC 95851, or if you scan this QR code, same thing happens, and you'll get a $100 coupon bundle to use for future purchases. But the third thing that happens is that for all of the new users, this is what happens when Timu says thank you to me for making that connection to my viewers. They throw some credit at me to shop on their dime. They say, okay, you've gotten this many more. Let's help you build your channel, and that's what they do. So you, by joining Timu, help me build my channel and bring you sponsored hauls like this. All right. And because this is a sponsored order, all the prices and the links will be down below in the description box. This is not real big, but I did not want to do this one with Mama because of a particular item that's in here. And I'm going to start with that particular item. This has a value of $5.49. I will tell you what the prices were, but everything will be down below. This was $5.49. And I didn't want to open this with Mama because of how hazardous and how dangerous this is. Mama is like a toddler. She loves to touch everything and check it out, and she has no sense of her own safety. This you need to be safe around. This is massive. This is about 9 inches long. It has a very solid handle, but it has a button right here that you push, and that button releases this huge blade. This thing is probably a good 15 inches long in entirety. Very, very sharp blade work. This is a tree saw. This is a handheld tree saw. As you all saw by my bruises and whatnot, I'm attacking a dead lemon tree and a dead orange tree. And because of the excessive heat and dryness we had last summer, a lot of vegetation died, and I need to remove it. Basically, to keep the yard safe, keep the yard clean, but it's got to go. It's dead. So this has a nice big sturdy handle. I love that it has a hole here that I can actually hang it to get it up in my shed, but it will go into a storage drawer that I have. It has the release button, so this will not fold down, okay, until I push that button. Once I push the button, it tucks nicely into the handle. There's nothing sticking out the end. That's rubber. I got to get it off. Okay. Nothing sticks out the end. So it's completely safe. Now, this back edge is hard. And obviously, if it was to bang on something hard, it might hurt you. But the blade itself is protected. Really heavy duty. This thing has good weight to it. I would say this thing probably weighs at least a pound. Nice, solid, beautiful tool. Absolutely beautiful tool. Nice rivets, and I like that you can tighten this up if you need to. It is adjustable. So I'm really pleased with this, and for the price, you can't go wrong. This is great for trimming off the dead branches or the roots that stick above ground. You cannot use a chainsaw if it's going to connect with the dirt because it will instantly dull the blade. Dirt won't phase this whatsoever. This is going to work good, and I'm putting it to use this afternoon. So that's the first thing. There's not a lot in here, but now Mom would have gotten excited to see this. I told y'all I was going to order another one of this. This has a value of $1.69. Let me get into this thing. And this is another can. Did I throw something away? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, okay. This is the little hook that goes on the end of this. Let me connect this right now. I heard it hit the carpet. There's carpeting out here on my lanai. And no, not that weird green carpet. I have a really nice, soft plush carpet. Okay, so there's the hook. This one is in pink. They call it red, but it's actually pink. So you saw that I had the blue one. Nice little case, opens up. And inside is a collapsible spork. Now you can get a regular fork, you can get a regular spoon, or you can get the spork. I'm looking to see if they actually have a collapsible knife, but basically you just twist it and it's tight. It's really, really tight. Okay. And it only twists one way. It has the stops on the side so that it will only twist just so far and it won't go any further. So it's got these little lips. Can you see how they come up like that? This is solid stainless steel. And that's truly a fork. That's pokey. Very well riveted, very nicely made. It's the same size as any other spoon or fork that you might have. But I love that it's a nice camping tool. I don't use it for camping. I use it for when Mom and I go out to eat. You fold it back up, pop it in the case, snap the case closed. I hope you snap the case closed. And there you go. So when Mom and I, on the rare occasion that we do go out and hit fast food, we have sporks or spoons to use because we both love loaded baked potatoes from Wendy's. Or we might stop at Wendy's and get like a chicken Caesar salad or something like that. So she loves eating in the car. It's a novel thing to her. Um, Kind of reminds her, she said, of when we used to go to the A&W drive-ins when we were all younger. I don't know if you remember those or if you even had them where you lived, but so this stays in the car. That will go in the glove box with the blue one. So now we each have our own. And I'll let her pick. Doesn't matter what color she wants. She pick. Okay. Next item. This is approximately 15 inches, and this is chicken wire. 35 feet chicken wire for $9.99. Now, I don't have Charlie here, but I think I can do this without Charlie. So it's not wrapped up too tight. This is, again, another thing that I did not want her to be grabbing because of the chicken wire pieces. They stick out. I do want to try to get this open. Oh, come on now. It's in shrink wrap. Why did they put this in shrink wrap? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Unwrapped. This is true chicken wire. It is coated. It is wire, and it's very pointy on the edges, and it is polymer coated, and I got it in the green so it blends. This is going to go around as caging around the bottom of my cactus because after Sadie going through surgery to have a thorn removed that caused an infection, I don't want that to happen again. So all my plants that have thorns, even my lemon tree, because I don't know if y'all are aware, but lemon trees have thorns on them. Not sure why, but I can break them off on the bottom and they grow right back. So I'm just going to put this far enough around my plantings in the backyard. Hopefully it'll blend with the cactus. It's just high enough. The dogs don't reach across because there's nothing. It's just high enough so that they walk far enough around from it that they don't risk sticking their noses in there and getting thorns. So for about $10, $9.99, nice size roll, good material. I already have the spikes for holding it down into the ground, and I have the twist ties so that I can connect the ends and make sure. Now, with the way this is set up, if you take these ends and you feed them to the hole, you can actually bend them around and interlock it that way to hold it. So I may not need to use the ties, but this is really, really nice material. And there's a lot. It's a good size roll. So I'm happy with it. It's just enough to protect my pets from the hazards of the cactus. One of my neighbors has a massive German Shepherd, a German police dog, and this dog easily weighs 100 pounds and long hair. And he has no cactus on his property. He's removed all his cactus. But to me, down here in Arizona, living in Arizona, having cactus is part of that. That's just what you do, right? You have cactus. He doesn't even have cactus on his front yard. I have cactus all over, and I'm planting more. I love it. Okay, what is this? This was $7.99. Oh, this is, you can tell this stuff is outside. So this is basically they call it sports and outdoors, but I went with the outdoors theme. So this was $7.99. It comes with screws, but these are wood screws. For those of you who don't know the difference, you look by the thread and the point on the bottom. And of course, it's got the anchors. So this is for sheetrock or wood. This is not going to do the job for me. I have coming masonry screws, because this is a security light for the backyard, and it's a solar light, solar panel. Loving that. Love that. So on off switch, there's your solar sensor. There's your solar panel. All right. This is your motion sensor. That's your little light. And there's your on and off. So I'm going to turn it this way. I don't know if it's got any charge to it or not. Nope. Has nothing yet. It's not lighting up. So I will make sure it gets charged. But it comes with, this is a flexible mount so that you can adjust it to the angle that you want. This slides in here. You mount this to where you want it to go. Takes 3 screws. You'll see the 3 screw holes. You slide this in from the side, or depending on how you're going to hang it. It's either going to be the side, the top, or the bottom. I don't want to get it stuck in there if I'm not ready to mount it yet. But anyway, you get the idea. You slide it on, and then you can adjust this so it points down or points higher up. This is going to get mounted into my cinder block walls down here in Arizona. Majority of the yards, depending on where you are in certain communities, have cinder block walls. Cinder block walls make for great neighbors. They also protect you from the critters. And they give you a little bit of protection from the high winds as well. So this has 9 panels. And this is very bright. You saw me get one, oh gosh, last fall, I think. So I have one on the side of the lanai pointing towards the gate. This is going to go into back corner. And then I ordered 2 others that should be in shortly that are a little bit different, more like spotlights. But this is an area light. So having motion sensor lights in any yard, this, if I wanted to, I could mount it on the front porch. Or I already have a motion sensor light over the garage, over the driveway. But if I wanted to mount one out front in case anybody decides to go snooping around where I'll have all my display things and my other lights out front, this would be great because it would make a nice spotlight at the front of the house. It's good for security purposes. My whole plan behind this is security for the yard when I let the dogs out, when it's dark. If I'm sitting outside or walking around the yard at night, I don't want to have to carry a flashlight. So this will work great. Very small. You can see it's very streamlined, but very sturdy made. And it comes with a little remote control. Oh, it's blaring. Let me take it out of the bag. It comes with a little remote. It already has the battery in it, and I'm not going to pull the tab out to activate the battery until I'm ready. So it's got an on-off button. And let me try and see if this turn that on, off. Nope. So it's not charged enough to work, but it has an on off. It has 3 different modes, and then it has an SOS. The SOS basically is a rapid flash. So if I'm walking around working in the yard or just sitting outside at night and there's an emergency, this will flash rapid. And my neighbors know from the other one that I had that, if they happen to see a strobing light in my backyard, that means I need help. I could put this on the front of my house and I could use this and the SOS to call for help because there's no doubt that my neighbors would see that light flashing like crazy, so that they would know. So it does come with a nice set of instructions. And on the back, it comes with everything else that you need to know about it. It has 3 modes. Motion indicator can be on, motion indicator can have a dim light, and it can be in an auto mode. So just mode 1 is to just have it on. Mode 2 is to make it a softer, dimmer light. And mode 3 is to make it actually activated only by motion. So you can change that. And it's very, very simple to mount it. It gives you mounting instructions, how to connect it. It's all inclusive. And the instructions are in English. That's bonus. So if you're going to mount it to stone, you need masonry screws. Masonry screws are basically self-tapping. They're made so that they actually go into the stone themselves. They're called self-tappers because you don't have to pre-drill. But nice little package, great light, and this is bright. I haven't provided you guys with a picture yet of the other one that's up, but when I get my security lights completely finished around the back of the yard, I'll let you know and I'll show you a picture. All right, what's left? I think this is the last thing in the bag. Yeah, this is the last thing in the bag. Told you it's a small order, but not as much fun to have mom with me for something like this. This last item was $4.76, and look at the size of this. This is the size of a cake pan. This is approximately, they call it a medium, but it's about 9 or maybe 10 inches. It's actually a lot bigger than I expected. And this is outdoors because this I got for the patio table or lanai table where I'm sitting. I hope you didn't hear all that crinkling. I just realized how much that crinkled. Sorry if you did. But this is the cutest little rattan tray. Look at this. Wood handles, which I am going to put some linseed oil on the handles to keep them from getting dried and cracked. Nice basket, nice weave on this tray. Very solid. And this is true rattan. You can see the way that it's weaved in and through and around. I absolutely love how this is made. This is nice quality. What holds the handles is metal. These little pieces here, these are like metal. Can you see they look like metal screw-ins, but they're actually connected through the metal bar that everything is wrapped around. So the handles are not going to come off. They're actually part. You can see how they go right through the bar. They're part of the bar that's on the top and the bottom. So this is very, very sturdy. I really like this. And if you look at the handles, can you see how they're cut smaller to pass through the holes? And then it's wider where the hole is. So it works like a plug. So it keeps the handle in place. If candle can't pass through because it's thicker here than it is on this side. This is about 1.5 inches deep, I would say. About 1.5 inches deep and about 9 inches around. This is going to go on the center of the table where I'm sitting. This is going to be great for carrying things back and forth for like a mom and I. She also likes to carry things. She has a roller, a seated walker. She likes to pile stuff on top of that. So this will make a nice little tray also to sit on top of her walker in case she does want to carry like her beverages or whatever. But really, really nice. I love that it's in the raw natural tone. Hasn't been dyed, it hasn't been colored. Really liking this. Good luck. And see how it's got the metal bars going through? those are metal. Those bars that you see passing through, those are all metal. So it gives that extra support as opposed to it being a rattan type. So all the support bars, that gives it extra strength. Yeah, I'm not worried about this at all. This is going to work out great. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'll put on it, but for now, it's just going to sit in the middle of the table. So there you go. Thank you, Temu, for sponsoring this order. It may be tiny, but everything in this order, that roll, this roll of fencing, which I'll put over here because I have to work on that later today. This amazing handsaw, collapsible, foldable handsaw, the security light for the backyard, the camping spork to go in the car. This is all outdoor. And of course, the little tray. This is an outdoor haul. All this, everything was barely $30, $29 change. So great bargains. If you have not yet shopped Temu, by all means, grab my link, grab my code, get your 30% off and have fun because they have everything inside and out. The only thing they don't carry is food, which I really wouldn't want them to. So anyway, everybody stay hydrated. It's getting to be that time of year again. Obviously, if I'm sitting outside, right? Stay hydrated, stay sweet, above all else. Sweet is important. I'll be back in a couple of days with another Temu haul and the mama.